everybody. It's Jackie. I am super excited today. I have my sister, Katrina. We're not really sisters, but we like to tell people we are because look at our names. We're so excited. I actually met her. Did I meet you where did I meet you? Tulum? No, Cabo?
It was Cabo, yeah.
Yes. I met Katrina Cabo. She, for those of you who don't know her in person, she is a party and a half, especially on vacation. And we had so much fun together. And then we realized we had the same last name. So we've just been telling everyone we're sisters. And I don't think they really believe us, but that's right. Part of the reason is I'm like twice her height, but that's okay.
It's okay. It's fine.
But Katrina is amazing. She lives in the Pacific Northwest as well. She's from Oregon, which she's a Ducks fan. So we're not going to give her too much crap about that. We don't like the Ducks in this household, but I told her that someday we would, I'm sorry, I'm going to silence this. Someday that we are going to go to a game together, Ducks versus BSU, and we will still love it at the end, regardless of the win. But anyway, what I love about Katrina's story is that she actually came into this industry with no experience. So a lot of the people I talk to transitioned over from another company because our compensation plan is absolutely amazing. But she came in with no experience. So Katrina, can you kind of chat with us a little bit about what it was like for you and why you chose why you even said yes to this industry, and then the kind of success that you've had?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Jackie, thank you so much. I love it. I totally get it. No worries. But you guys, I saw this industry. I actually never thought I'd be a part of this industry. I'm a traditional business owner. My husband and I own a martial arts school here in Oregon. That's kind of been our heartbeat for a very, very long time. And then I went to a networking event, saw this company, saw that crazy pudding demo. Yeah. Saw Jeeps, and then saw that comp plan. And I don't know, my entrepreneurial mindset just was like, if this money is real, this could be life-changing. And so one of our really good mentors, Mindy Diebel, showed me the opportunity and kind of drew it out. She flipped a piece of paper over, and there's a position called Emerald that, was a significant amount of income. And she drew it out, and I was like, yeah, I want to do that. Like, not knowing what I was going to do, just, I want to do that. And we locked arms with some incredible leadership, and we just hit the floor running. And it was a wild ride. It was crazy, which is my jam. And in a short period of time, we did that. I hit every bonus on option at that time. My teams were hitting bonuses. And what was really cool is that set me up. It kind of helped me create a plan B before I needed a plan B, because, my husband and I were doing really well with our business, but when 2020 happened, you guys, it messed with us. Like,
oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Like, all states were handling things differently, and I live in Oregon. And so we were really tight on some stuff, and my hand-to-hand, touch-to-touch business stopped. It went to a halt, and we lost 80% of our clientele like that.
Oh, my goodness.
And income shifted, and that's a vulnerable time for a spouse, for a family, for your business. And so it was a really humbling moment that I was able to go to my spouse and say, babe, I got us. Like, what I had created in this industry basically saved our rear ends when the world shut down. And I have so much gratefulness for what this industry created, what our company created at that time, because it was very, very difficult. But I was able to pay my mortgage. I was able to pay our car payments. I was able to pay our electrical bill. That was massive. So I have become a huge believer of this industry. I think everyone should be in the home-based business space because it gives real people opportunity, whether that's paying a grocery bill, a gas bill, or full-time income, like what you've created. It's legit. It's the real deal. And everything in the future right now, we are a click and order world. If anything, 2020 taught us that.
I love that. Okay. And this, speaking of real life, my son is home today. And so
he
is right here. And yes, he is very cute. Okay. He's two, and he's really high maintenance. Okay. I love that so much. I know a lot of people probably dealt with that in 2020. And I think it was a good wake up call for us as business owners to think, nothing that we have is guaranteed and nothing that we have is going to last forever. And there's one thing can come through, sideswipe everything that we've built. So I love that so much. Have you been able to build up your martial arts business again since then?
Yes, we are on the upkeep. It's coming back, but it was a slow process because everyone has a different feeling, a different stance on this, that, and the other. And so we were literally navigating those waters. But we're getting there. We're getting there. It's good.
I love it. But she still does Trinot on the side, which I absolutely love. We love having her. She's just such a great part of the culture. And just so you know, anybody who is not part of Trinot, the Emerald position is actually the level above where I've hit. So Katrina was bringing in a very substantial income for her family during that time. And we love it. We can all do this from home. I was pregnant during 2020. And I was super sick. I had a condition that I threw up every single day. So I always say, like, I loved that nobody was asking me to go anywhere or do anything. I laid on the couch, worked my business, and it was great. So having something like this is completely invaluable. I love it. So Katrina, can you kind of tell us, how did you get over the objections in your mind? Because I know that you necessarily weren't looking for this. You didn't even really want to join. What were some of the objections that you had, and how have you kind of been able to overcome those?
Well, that's a really great question. So once I literally saw how similar traditional and home business are, except home business, I didn't have to worry about my payroll. I didn't have to worry about like crazy costs when it comes to overhead. Like it is so similar. If anything, it's better. But it's business. So I know business. I know how to generate money. Mm-hmm. And once I really understood that, I was like, you're silly for having a negative attitude about this space, because this really could change. And oh my gosh, the people that have come into my life, like just talk about people. If you want to be a good person, join a network marketing company, because you're surrounded by good people, hardworking people, open-minded people who I've just learned so much. I've learned on the kind of mom I want to be, the kind of spouse I want to be, the kind of entrepreneur I want to be. We run our martial arts school differently now because of this industry. My staff is on personal development books that I'm reading because of this industry. Okay. You know, it's changed everything. So my posture in it is like, come at me, bro. Come at me.
I love that. And then if you could talk to somebody that is in traditional business, or maybe not even in traditional business, but who is really against this model of business, what would you say to them? If they're kind of like a skeptic, like, I don't know about this, like, what would you say to them?
Well, I would go into explaining the similarities of both industries. And then I would just let it, I'm telling you guys, the money on the table is real. I mean, that can really shift an entrepreneur's mindset when they see the bonus. Sorry, someone spilled my coffee. When they see the bonus structure, when they see the payout structure for positions. You know, I'm really big on how I structure my team. So we've created a very stable organization, and that's very important to me. So I love being able to sit down and talk those numbers with people, because I think when they see that, they're like, this is all I have to do. Yeah, I'm going to do it together. You know, it's pretty awesome when you get to do it with people you like and travel and go places. And we just got back from an incredible event man, Jackie's training was fire. This girl, you guys, I'm telling you, she's hot.
I love it. Well, I could hear her screaming from the stage, so that always makes me feel good. I was like, Katrina, my sister out there.
Girl.
I love that. All right. So Katrina, the last question I always ask is, what's your favorite product? I know it's just hard to choose for just one, but what's your favorite product, and what personal experience have you had with that product?
Yeah, so I would have to go with Optimize, which is a proteolytic enzyme. And because of our martial arts studio, because I mean, I've had a lot of back injuries in my day. My husband has had a lot of injuries. That proteolytic enzyme has really, really helped with our aches, our pains, the breaking down of scar tissue in our bodies. That's been a game changer, big time for recovery. Our athletes use it. You know, we have a lot of kids who compete on a high level. That's what I'm talking to parents about.
I love that. Which is so funny. Yeah, it's so funny because that is not a common answer, but I was just talking to somebody yesterday who said that as well. So last night I was like bringing out my Optimize because I work out pretty hard as well.
Yeah,
so
it's a
I feel
game
like
changer.
I always have like aches and pains.
I would say Optimize and collagen are literally a hand-in-hand combo for recovery, aches, pains. I mean, yes, it's a beauty product with collagen, but it's also a recovery product. Our students, we had a student last week who had to have ACL surgery. He's collagen loading right now.
I love that. That's so good. It's so good for recovery. I know. So I busted it out, and he said I'm supposed to have it on empty stomach. So I had it right before I went to bed, took my 3 pills with my collagen, and I was like, okay, I'm going to start being religious about this. And now that you've said it, I'm like, okay, now I'm definitely.
You should. It is a game changer.
I love that. All right. Well, thank you so much, Katrina, for this conversation. And if you have seen this video, no matter where you've seen it, if you would go back to the person who invited you, if you have any questions or any of this piqued your interest, I know they'd love to give you more info. Sister, it was so good to see you today. So good to chat with you. Love you so much.
Love you. Bye. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.